Everyone knows what shonen anime is, and if you were to think of examples, you might think of anime like Bleach, Naruto, and from the newer generation, shows like My Hero, or Hunter x Hunter, and Demon Slayer. But even when there's anime like these, I would still probably say that Fire Force is one of my favourite shonen that I've watched. Fire Force is quite a unique premise. In Tokyo, people live in fear of becoming infernals from spontaneous human combustion, which causes people to combust into flames at any time, which turns them into monsters. The world was normal before the Great Cataclysm 200 years in the past, which caused fires to come up all around the globe, making most of the world impossible to live in. The solution to spontaneous human combustion is setting up groups of people known as the Special Fire Force, who use fire against fire to combat the infernals. Our main character, Shinra Kusakabe, is a rookie in the Special Fire Force Company 8, and throughout the series, the 8th try to learn the true cause to spontaneous human combustion. But Shinra's mission is to get his younger brother Sho back, because he was thought to be dead from when Shinra was young. The power system in Fire Force is quite interesting. Rather than all the powers just be shoved into one category like a quirk or a stand, they are split into 4 categories, with each one as follows. First generation is when an individual is completely transformed into an infernal, and they lose their self-awareness and sanity, basically just turning them into creatures that attack anything. Second generations are when people are left being able to manipulate flames in a variety of ways, but it does not grant the ability to produce flames. Third generations are actually able to produce flames, and there are all sorts of ways that they can use it, for example in Shinra's case, having flames come out of your feet, or can be used in the form of plasma and electricity. But there's a limit to how much someone can produce flames though, and when they run out of oxygen, it can permanently harm their body. There's also a 4th generation known as pillars, but that's explored a little later in the series, so I won't really talk about it. And just because someone's a lower generation than another character, does not mean at all that they're weaker. The characters have got to be one of the best things about Fire Force, and the character development is really well done throughout. This is because almost every side and main character have parts or entire episodes just dedicated to why they are the way they are, and what has happened in their past. Like even Juggernaut, who just seemed like a coward for the longest time, got an episode about him, which made him one of my favourite characters. There isn't really a lot of anime that develop their characters like Fire Force, and that makes it a big plus for the series. For it being a fighting shonen, you'd be expecting some good looking fight scenes, and I can guarantee that you won't be disappointed. Each and every one of these fight scenes have fluid movement and some really good looking shots, and the fights aren't really short either, so you see a lot of this good animation. And for one of the fights in season 1, I don't know what it's called, but they animated it in a different way which worked really well for the fight and looked sick. I don't know what else to say, it looks good. I mean, Demon Slayer still looks better, but still. Usually I would have some issue with the voice acting, soundtrack or sound design, but sound design is easily one of the best things about anime that David Production work on. And when they got Kenichiro Suehiro doing the soundtrack of Fire Force after absolutely smashing it with ReZero and Goblin Slayer, it makes for some of the best sounding anime. You can't listen to sound effects like these and not say it's extremely well done. And there is not one opening that doesn't slap either. Each one is just hit after hit, and of course with some great visuals to go with it. So yeah, just watch Fire Force. A lot of people do say that it's just generic and badly written, but I really enjoyed it, so might as well give it a couple episodes, I'd say. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.